Alright, let's dive into this. Meghan Markle has finally decided to address that infamous twerking video that everyone's been buzzing about. You know the one. She posted it claiming it was a cute little celebration for her daughter Lily's birthday. But surprise, surprise. It turns out it wasn't about the kid at all. Nope, it was all about podcast content. Classic Markle, am I right? In her recent appearance on the Aspire podcast, Meghan sat down with Emma Grady and with her most practiced, fake laugh, she said, "You have to be authentic. Did you see my baby mama dance? That was 4 years ago." Hold on a second. Let's break that down. This twerking video, which featured Meghan shaking it while heavily pregnant, with Harry in the background doing his best to stay relevant, was shared on Lily's birthday. Naturally, everyone thought it was a sweet, albeit bizarre, tribute. But nope. According to Meghan, it was a reminder that life is fun and real behind the scenes. Not a birthday post, but a content drop. Because what screams motherly more than using your kid's birthday to remind the world how fun you are? She went on to say, there's still a whole life, a real authentic fun life happening behind the scenes. If you have to say you're authentic more than once in a sentence, you're doing it wrong. Real authenticity doesn't come with a filter, preset lighting, and a meticulously planned podcast schedule. It just doesn't. Then she had the audacity to say she's grateful to be back on social media to share on her own terms. Share what, Meghan? That video wasn't hacked. No one stole it from you. The only person who had that cringefest on hand was you. So why act like someone was going to leak it against your will? Is this yet another passive-aggressive jab at the royal family? Let's keep it real here. Nobody needed to see Meghan's hips shaking to baby mama. But apparently, Meghan needed us to see it. She needed a way to break the internet before her podcast aired. She needed to remind everyone that she's still here, still quirky, still so misunderstood. Emma Grady, bless her heart, tried her best to sound impressed. She claimed she watched the video 20 times and felt like she finally saw the real Meghan. Maybe that was the point, but when your big moment of authenticity looks as staged, rehearsed, and scripted as a Hallmark movie, it kind of ruins the effect, doesn't it? And let's not forget the real kicker in all this. This wasn't even about Lily. She could have just posted a simple picture of a cake or her daughter blowing out candles, but no. Instead, she made it all about herself, again. Meghan is like that person who shows up at every wedding as the bride and every funeral as the corpse. Always front and center, even on someone else's big day. And in this case, that someone is supposedly her daughter, Lily. So now we know, this viral twerk wasn't for Lily, wasn't spontaneous, and wasn't even recent. It was filmed, saved, and strategically dropped to fuel a conversation on her podcast. That's not authenticity, folks. That's brand building with a cringe filter. Meghan, if your life is so rich and authentic behind the scenes, maybe keep it there? Because this performance art level of realness isn't winning hearts. It's just racking up the eye rolls. And let's be honest, the more she tries to sell this image of authenticity, the more it feels like a desperate attempt to stay relevant in a world that seems to have moved on. It's all just too much, isn't it? Every time she tries to reclaim her narrative, it just seems more and more contrived. It's like she's constantly trying to prove something to the world, but in reality, it only leaves us shaking our heads. If Meghan truly wants to connect with people, maybe she should focus on genuine moments instead of orchestrated ones. The world doesn't need another rehearsed performance, it needs realness, and right now, that's missing. So, let's wrap this up. Meghan's attempt at authenticity through that twerking video? Total fail. It's not just about her, it's about the way she's trying to manipulate her image. We see right through it, Meghan. Next time, try something a bit more genuine. Because honestly, we're all tired of the same old song and dance.